So I was trying to think all week what I could do. Did you know this is a sylph-specific dye? So these sylphs specifically have cactuar green dye. And I went through, and we'll do it on this piece because it's the easiest to see. I went through all the greens. And this is the one I had on me. I have... What do I have? So green, I have turquoise and lime green. So I looked at both of those. That's turquoise. Hell no. Lime green was okay, but not great. So I started looking through them. Yeah, so when you go into dye, it only shows the piece you're dyeing. You're naked besides that. It's the same way with try on. I found that one. I was like, I really like that one. That's probably the second best, but I think this is more consistent. Some of these aren't terrible. That just no. So I ended up pick this one. I'm like, where do you buy it? Well, turns out there's only one place in the entire game to get this cactuar green dye. From the Sylph vendor. And let me see if I can figure out. Does it tell me? Yeah, so you need to be at least friendly with them. Yeah, so this is this specific dye. So let's see. As soon as you unlock them, there's no dyes that are unlocked by unlocking them. First rank up is that's lime green and marsh green. Those are the ones you get the first rank up. Second rank up, you get this and this. So yeah. Good thing I had it leveled up. So I went and did it. Here's a fun fact. If you dye a glamored item, it does not... It affects the glamored appearance, but it does not dye the glamored item. It is the underlying item that gets glammed. So in order to have this be the same color, I needed to get an entire second set of the dye and dye these. So as soon as I change to different gear, I'll stop being green. But what we're going to start with, we got to go back to Weaver 4. So about an hour into last stream, we got to the point of, on the last quest, I hadn't finished it up. Hadn't made these 3 items because I was too broke. Made enough last stream that I was able to buy the items I needed. And we are on the last step. So let's finish playing Matchmaker. Trust you understand what's at stake, Archon. Being me a patrician's bottoms, a patrician's wedge cap, and a patrician's coatee of the highest quality. Yeah, so they're right here. They are not green, cause. Your garments are ready, good sir. Allow me to assist you. Gods almighty, is this really me? All it took to make him look good was to choose his entire outfit, so we had no room to screw anything up. If I may be so bold, I think this is quite possibly our finest work yet. Like I'm someone else, like a prince at a fancy ball, or Sir, I have known princes. I'm pleased to say that you are nothing like they. Big Rose, I don't know what to say. Thank you. I think I'm fine and ready to see Kokomo. Yes, about that. I would advise you to make haste. I suggest Mamajaru will make his intentions known ere long. What? Are you sure? Cannot say for certain, but a little bird tells me that Mamaraju and Kokomo are at present in the Gold Court. An ideal location for a romantic proposal, wouldn't you agree? I gotta hurry. Well, there's still time. Thanks, Big Rose. Archon, be a dear and follow him. I would very much like to know how this all plays out. The clothes gave him the confidence, but he didn't need it? Yeah, that sounds about right. Where am I going again? Gold Court. Hey. Hey. Jumped on that person's head. Good thing I'm not Mario. Just get out there, Wawaruka. And then the idiot had the gall to say that I knew nothing of business. To which I replied, of course I don't. Why bother when you know men who own them? When I speak to you, I expect your full attention. I'll teach you how to behave, woman. Well done. No, don't. Yeah, also, good lord, he's an asshole. Dare you raise a hand against a lady? Kokomo, are you alright? Do I know you, sir? It's me, Kokomo. Waruka. Made a few deliveries to your father's shop. Not recently, I suppose, but... Waruka? Why are you here? Why are you dressed like that? You, Kokomo. Something I've been meaning to tell you. I don't know who you are, but you will turn around and face me right this... Made a powerful enemy today, my friend. Talks a big game. Runs at the slightest sign of trouble. Seen anyone stand up to Mamaraju like that before. I suppose they lack the proper motivation. I was hoping you'd come visit again, but then you kept wearing such strange outfits. I promise you won't do that again. As you wish. Man in full cat gear stands watching from a distance. Well done, Waruka. Now I gotta go back and say hi to the Redolent Rose and get my reward. Vroom. Do. Okay. Wasn't seeing my mic go for a second there. Ah, Archon, tell me everything. I would have liked to have seen that. How did I learn of Madaraju's plans, you ask? Man himself, of course. He's not the sort to keep his grand designs private. Do not misunderstand. I'm not some rank sentimentalist. I've acted only in my capacity as a weaver to help a client, just as you have. As for our young couple, well, to be frank, calling them a couple is a tad premature. Baba Wai will doubtless have objections given Waruga's modest origins. Nevertheless, I think our young gentleman has finally found the courage to stand up for himself. You should be proud. This could be the beginning of a beautiful relationship, one which would owe much to your skill. Well done, Master Shade. Well done indeed. And this is one of the bigger reasons we're going for it, I believe. Could pick... I mean, in the long term, we're going to want one of these. This concludes the Weaver's quest for Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. You must have completed the main scenario quest before the dawn. Once you have done so, the next Weaver quest will be available from Red Island Rose. And we are level 53. So now we're going to swap back to Monk and start on the second project of today. So these are the books we started work on. I've been working on them off stream. But this Grand Company Leave quest requires me to be a higher Grand Company rank than I currently am. So I need to work on resolving my low level. Should just be somewhere around there. I believe this is who I have to talk to. Let me check something real quickly. Talk to the personnel officer, apply for a promotion. Yeah. To be considered for the next rank, you must prove yourself in the eyes of Commander Swift. Commander is here at the Hall of Flame. Speak with him to learn how you might go about proving your worth. So this is Shadows Uncast. Sergeant Shade. Deeds of late have not gone unnoticed. As fortune would have it, we just received a distress call from House Semael in Ishgard, and I have a mind to assign you to the mission. Your task, in brief, travel to Semael Darkhold and purge the subterranean fortress of the Voidsent that lurk within. Prepare yourself, then make your way to the central highlands of Kerthus where Darkhold lies. Hopefully, a knight of House Semael will provide you with a more comprehensive briefing when you arrive. I trust you'll not let us down, Sergeant. So that's the only quest he has for me, so I'm assuming that's what I have to do. So we're going to have to go to Semael Darkhold. We're going to grab this while we're here, because why not? No, it's not a good time, Sergeant Shade. My hands are full dealing with the refugees. Precisely the matter we wish to discuss, General. Well, Finno, back on your feet already. You may credit my swift recovery to your convergence. My memories of the riot are still somewhat muddled. I trust you managed to regain control of the situation? Not entirely. We secured the city soon enough, but not before the unrest had spread to the surrounding territories. Pockets of resistance remain throughout Thanalan. We have sent what forces we can spare to root out the last of the belligerents, but progress is slow. They are damnably elusive. Can well imagine. Given that the majority of refugees live outside the walls, it stands to reason that they would know the lay of the land. What I do not understand is how they came to be so well prepared. Before my little accident, I observed that several of the refugees were armed. Not with butcher's knives or pitchforks, but with martial weaponry. I need hardly add that such equipment is costly. None can deny that tensions between the Uldan citizenry and the refugee population have increased since the Domans were turned away. But what would motivate a starving man to purchase arms in lieu of food? But would that motivate a starving man to purchase arms in lieu of food? I think not. And what of those who have not even a single gil to spend? Who could not survive without the aid provided by the immortal flames? Surely they would sooner sell a weapon than bring it to bear against their benefactors. Come to the point. Very well. My point, General, is that this powder keg of discontent was not set alight by chance. These events were deliberately set in motion, and now order must be restored. That is my first duty. Until it is done, any investigation can wait. I do not have time to discuss this. My scouts will be returning anon. General is no fool. He keeps his own counsel, and with good cause. Free to claim without the necessary proof that these riots were instigated by outside forces, the monitoress would accuse him of attempting to shirk responsibility. After all, he and the Sultana have been the most outspoken proponents of refugee aid. Regardless, they will face harsh criticism in the days ahead. Our allies might stumble upon the truth in time, but I have far more faith in your abilities, Archon. Therefore, I propose we conduct our own investigation, independent of the authorities. To that end, I would have you make inquiries in the settlements suspected of harboring belligerents. Commander Swift will know which they are. You may balk at a request for such information, but I have no doubt that you can persuade him with your silver tongue. I, meanwhile, shall seek answers in my own way, after which we can regroup and share our findings. Well then, shall we? Why is it so quiet? You look as though you have something to say, Sergeant Shade, do you? What you ask is no simple favor. With such information to fall into the wrong hands, the lives of countless soldiers would be at risk. Even so, there is wisdom in your words, an able individual, even one with ties to the flames. May be better suited to this task than a regiment. Very well. The Brass Blades have supported suspicious activity in the vicinity of Lost Hope. It may be unrelated to recent events, but we doubt it. I suggest you begin by speaking to the Blades posted here. So there's Blades in Lost Hope. That's outside of the city? Yeah, so they're outside the city. And first, I want to head here and work on this. They're going to be required to run the dungeon? What gonna have me do? Awfully, what do you want? Huh? Who goes there? Oh, you must be at the reinforcements. I beg your pardon. Recent sights have left me as skittish as an untrained chocobo. Samael Darkhold. The name itself sends a shiver up the spine, does it not? The place has been infested by all manner of fearsome void scent of late. I have even heard a word of statues come to life. Well, we Ishgardians pride ourselves on seeing to our own defenses. The threat this time is simply too great. You'll see to those abominations, won't you? Being sent. Okay, yeah, I'm just being sent to run Zemail, so we'll queue up for that. Then we will head out here. See how long it takes until we get into that dungeon. Didn't expect them to send you, Archon. Think this means someone has read my report. The refugees who left with the merchant have yet to return, and I'm increasingly concerned that Sazawaka's suspicions were correct. Obvious what I'm talking about to you. Never mind. Speak with Sazawaka. He'll explain everything. What brings you here, adventurer? Search for refugees? Well, then you've come to the right place. You mean those refugees? Oh, no, you won't find them here. Most of the people who lost hope have come to accept their situation, and are content to pass their days in peace and quiet. Outsiders have trouble understanding that, like that merchant who passed through recently. Gregarious fellow, but awfully opinionated. Can't say I was sad to see him go. Wow, rude. Cat appears to be the only domestic companion animal not mentioned in the Bible. Rude. Hey, Sazawaka. Ah, don't hurt me. I'm not one of them. Wait, I know your face. Are you the man from Church of Saint Adama Landama? 1,000 pardons, my friend. I mistook you for one of the thugs who have been tormenting us. Lawford bid you speak to me, then you agreed to help? 'Twill be praised for that, because we haven't a moment to waste. Everyone knows the flames are on the march. The others have fallen under that fanatic's spell, but not I. Promises of revolution and retribution, of holding the ruling class to account and taking that which is owed. A childish fantasy. I did everything I could to dissuade the others from leaving, but few would heed my words. Now that one of the idealists has returned, however, the madness of the merchant's plan is plain for all to see. Look behind yonder tent and you'll understand why. Even now he babbles incoherently. So traumatized is he by the bloodshed he witnessed. Try as I might, I can make little sense of his words beyond the fact that he's not alone in surviving. Yet I've no doubt that merchant will lead the remainder to their doom. I beg of you, find them before he does. Hey there, buddy? What are you doing? Don't draw! Don't draw! Don't draw! Don't draw! Don't draw! Don't draw! Did you run away from me? Could have escaped together. Then you'd be here with me. Be here to soothe me. Why did you have to stay and leave me alone? Did I just pet him? Who are you? What do you want? It's true. Called the merchant, and may the gods strike me down for my folly. They will not give, you must take, he said. When we asked how, he revealed a cache of weapons he had brought and implored us to seize control of our fates. Thought about running then and there, but the others were so excited. Split us out into two groups, set us off on our own. Flames found us. We didn't know what to do. Our leader tried to parley with theirs, but then they started arguing, and then fighting. Then everyone was fighting. And flames were shouting to give no quarter, and God's the other group. They're still out there. If we don't stop them, they'll be massacred like mine was. Don't care about any of those. I would like to get in here. Let's run the ad at the beginning so you guys miss as little of the dungeon as possible.